Welcome to the Culture Academy. We want to learn about understanding other cultures. It's so great to have you with us, and I hope you will enjoy today's session, which talks about multicultural teams. Have you ever been on a team? It's not easy to work together. Have you ever been on a multicultural team? This is even more difficult. It is so easy that tension between the team members arise. This often leads to severe conflict and malfunction of the team. This can even lead to a breakup of the team and the team explodes. Today we want to explore why the conflict arises and what can be done to keep a multicultural team together. Let's move into the subject. Most teams break apart not because of competence issues, but because of relationship problems. Let me give you two examples out of our work life. Well, I worked with an American teammate, and when we discussed things, I was very German, which means I was very direct in my communication. Aaron Meyer calls it the direct negative feedback. So I would say, well, this is a bad idea. We have done it this way and it doesn't work. Very direct. As Germans use the dialectical way of thinking and discussion, I expected my colleague to give me his opinion, but he did not. The dialectical thought pattern goes like this. There's a thesis, and then the other person will give an antithesis. And again, a thesis and an antithesis, and it goes back and forth, and together at the end we have the synthesis. This is a German style to critique others' ideas. Wait for him to come back and critique my ideas. And then at the end we can find a compromise. The American thought pattern is linear, so it's totally different. I propose an idea and you build on it. So yes, this is a great idea, and then we could do this and this and this, and so you build it up. You create and build several ideas and then choose the best solution. So my American colleague felt personally criticized by my direct and dialectic discussion style. And then he withdrew, and there was a relationship gap. This went over a period of time, and I did not know what had happened, and he didn't know what had happened. So I was just German and he was just American. Let me give you a second example. I observed a multicultural team where one team member came from a task-oriented culture. So time is money, and the bang for the buck, and you want to have fast results. But another teammate on the team came from a relationship and contextual culture. So he was long-term oriented, and the relationship was very important. And he would say, well, you Westerners, you have the watches, but we have the time. Relationships are very valued over the task. So the task-oriented person was frustrated because the other teammate was quite often late, didn't keep the schedule, and did not produce as the task-oriented person expected. The relationship-oriented person on the other side was frustrated because a task-oriented teammate was always too pushy to get things done, and he thought he did not care about people, about relationships, and he was too tight and too much concerned with the agenda. So what are the problems with these examples? There are many cultural misunderstandings because we do not know the cultural background of the other teammate, or we simply ignore it. These cultural misunderstandings are common and lead to tension in the relationship. Cultural differences are never discussed. Most multicultural teams never ever had any training or introduction about the culture of the other team members. When tension arises, multicultural team members do not think about cultural issues. But also it never has been discussed on the team what the team culture should be. Most often the culture of the mother organization or the culture of the majority of the team members is adopted unconsciously. Most of the team members do not think about the difference of cultural values, of belief systems. They do not think about assumptions of the other team members concerning their cultural background. Maybe, if at all, they consider the outside indicators of the culture. Things representing the top of the iceberg, like food or language or clothing, things you can see. Watch our video of the cultural iceberg and you will have more of these visual things. So what is the solution? What can you and your multicultural teammates do? Ask the question, what is our team culture and what are the cultures of my teammates? Where are the differences? In a multicultural team, you need to discuss the hidden issues of the iceberg, such as direct and indirect negative feedback, task versus relationship preference, individual or group preferences, equality or hierarchy, cross-cultural communication, understanding of time or understanding of space, the conflict resolution, risk-taking. These are the issues that you want to discuss in your multicultural team. Let me give you some practical suggestions. Well, organize a team workshop and talk about the culture of the team members and the team culture. Engage a cultural coach from the outside for this workshop. Talk with your team and learn and accept and value the culture of the other teammates. Improve the relationship and also the trust among the team members through exercises or outings or other activities. Go and eat out and celebrate and have a picnic. Do not try to change your teammate to act and think like you do. Do not try to change their culture. Accept it and learn about the positive elements of their culture. Acknowledge that the other culture's viewpoint can enrich the work of the team. Learn about cross-cultural communication. Set up rules about the decision-making process, about conflict resolution, about leadership functions. If you follow these suggestions, relationships in a multicultural team will be improved and help the team to be functional. Finally, some of our videos in the playlist give you very helpful insights to these questions. Watch the other videos on our channel and look through the playlists, and we can specifically recommend the cultural scales. These videos on the cultural scales which contrast the differences of the cultures. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and you like us, and please subscribe and hit the little bell button to get more information when we publish a new video, and hope to see you soon in the next time. Thank you very much and bye-bye.